Good morning. We're coming on the air because we're about to get our first look at today's White House meeting between President Biden and President-elect Donald Trump, the two sitting down in the Oval Office just a short time ago. This is Donald Trump's first time back in the White House since he left Washington in January 2021. There has been no shortage of harsh words, obviously, from either side for the other. President Biden inviting Trump to the White House after his election victory.
U.S. President Joe Biden extended a warm welcome to his predecessor, Donald Trump, in the historic Oval Office and congratulated him on this momentous occasion. This meeting marked a significant political moment, given the profound differences between the two leaders. Biden greeted Trump with the words, "Welcome back," which served not only as a ceremonial gesture but also as a symbolic message that, despite their political differences, there is always room for dialogue and cooperation in American politics. Biden's statement reflected his belief that both leaders must work together for the good of the country, regardless of their differing political ideologies. This moment was not just about formal greetings, but about a larger message of unity, a willingness to bridge divides, and a commitment to addressing the nation's challenges collectively.
Well, Mr. President-elect and former President,
thank you.
Donald, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And looking forward to having like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today. So
good.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
very much.
The meeting between Biden and Trump in the Oval Office was not just a political event, but it carried a powerful symbolic message. The Oval Office is considered a sacred space in U.S. politics, where significant discussions and decisions are made. This meeting conveyed the idea that, despite political divisions, there should always be room for dialogue in American politics. Biden's decision to invite Trump to the Oval Office signified a willingness to work together for the greater good of the country. By acknowledging the importance of engaging with one another, even with deep ideological differences, both leaders sent a message that collaboration is essential in addressing the nation's challenges. This historic encounter emphasized the necessity of political unity, even when there are stark differences in policy.
Thank you very much. And politics is tough, and it's in many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate very much a transition that's so smooth. It'll be as smooth as it can get, and I very much appreciate that, Joe.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
The meeting between Biden and Trump garnered significant attention not only in the United States but also on the global stage. International media and analysts regarded it as an extraordinary step, as it demonstrated that, despite differences, there is a shared responsibility to address global issues. The world watched as Biden and Trump sent a message that the United States, while politically divided, remains committed to playing an active and unified role in solving international problems like climate change, global trade, and international security. This meeting indicated that the political landscape in the U.S. is not static, and that leadership, regardless of political affiliation, is committed to finding common ground when it comes to issues that affect the nation and the world at large.
Do you think that came up or will come up as these two men talk?
I imagine it will. I mean, that would be my guess. But again, I don't think Trump's the kind of guy that wants to show his hand on this. Now, I think with regard to President Biden, he wants Trump to know what they're doing now.
During the meeting, both Biden and Trump stressed the importance of cooperation for the nation's welfare. They discussed key domestic issues, such as economic challenges, healthcare, and social issues, as well as America's role in the world. Biden acknowledged the accomplishments of Trump's administration, recognizing areas where his predecessor's policies had contributed to the country's progress, while Trump, in turn, expressed respect for Biden's leadership and the challenges faced by the current administration. This mutual recognition highlighted that despite their stark political differences, both leaders understood the value of working together. Their conversation demonstrated that when political leaders put aside their differences for the greater good, it can lead to constructive outcomes for the nation.
Thank you all.
The meeting between Biden and Trump underscored the crucial need for political unity in the United States. The divided political landscape in America has often led to gridlock and dysfunction, but this historic encounter signaled a shift toward a more cooperative approach. Both leaders emphasized that unity, rather than division, is essential for the country's stability and progress. They agreed that, despite their ideological divides, the strength of the nation depends on its ability to find common ground and work together to solve pressing issues. This meeting also demonstrated that America's political leaders must be willing to listen to each other, understand differing viewpoints, and collaborate for the greater good of the nation. The world took note of this gesture, which may signal a new era of political cooperation, even in the face of stark differences.